I have to say, I do find it very interesting that Tron Aries is being generally well received by audiences, as opposed to by critics and people like myself who really didn't like this film. On Rotten Tomatoes, Tron Aries holds an 86% audience score. That is very high indeed. This reminds me a lot of the general audience reception to Jurassic World Rebirth, a very safe paint-by-numbers survival movie, basically identical in format to the previous Jurassic World and Jurassic Park movies, but it made a lot of money and audiences, for the most part, seemed to really love it. I have to confess, I just don't get it.
Dave, you were wrong about Tron Aries. It's a great movie. Now give me one reason to stay subscribed.
Because on my channel,
You have 5 seconds.
Okay. Hold on. I'm flustered. Okay, just hold on for a second, and
Too late. Time's up.
Well, speaking of subscribers, my original channel, Computing Forever, has been reinstated. So head on over there and subscribe to that channel by following the link below for more content from me. And I hope to see you over there. So some of the defense for Tron Aries that I've seen online has been people acknowledging its flaws, but saying, it's just a decent popcorn movie. They liked the action and visuals and the soundtrack, and it kept them entertained. And I think that's fine. It didn't really keep me entertained. But anyway, if you're really not expecting much and you're just looking for a fairly off-the-shelf kind of story, I get that. My disappointment is that this film didn't do right by the original characters. Kevin Flynn is briefly in the movie as basically a computer program. Sam Flynn and Cora aren't in the movie at all. And Alan Bradley, Tron, isn't even mentioned once. Tron isn't even mentioned in the film. This is a Tron film. And there's no Tron. They don't even talk about him. Moreover, the absence of Sam Flynn, I think, matters quite a bit. Because the story of Legacy was about him coming of age and continuing his father's work and taking over at Encom. He'd reconciled with his absent father. I think it was a really strong father-son story, which, to be fair, you don't see an awful lot of that these days, do you? Kevin Flynn got closure, and something interesting was set up for a possible sequel. In Aries, we have a new Encom CEO, a woman who has no connection to either of the Flynns, and she's just there. Moreover, she's a character lacking in any depth, and the performance of Greta Lee, I think, is appalling. Now, some people have complained about Jared Leto's performance, but I actually disagree there. I thought he was very decent in the movie, but the theme of the impermanence of life, represented by the permanence code, making Ares mortal, all that stuff, I just felt it was too undercooked to really have any kind of interesting impact. Films like Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049 have explored the themes of what it means to be human far better than this Tron Aries and its limp and uninspiring efforts. Moreover, I did not like the dialogue in many parts of this film, which I found to be, just pedestrian, weak, and bland at times. So these are the reasons I did not like this film. And I was very disappointed by it. But I think if these things don't bother you, if it didn't matter about the absence of Sam Flynn and Cora or Tron not being in the movie, then you might be more forgiving than I was. And I fully admit to being biased here. I wanted a certain type of Tron story. I wanted the continuation of Legacy, and I didn't get it. But putting that aside, I still don't think Ares was a strong movie on its own merits.
Dave, you're just complaining about this film for hate clicks.
I'm really not. Also, I thought you unsubbed already. Now, the box office is an interesting one for this film. This film is not expected to break the $50 million mark in the US on its opening weekend. This article is from Deadline. Tron Aries cruising to mid to high $30 million in opening Friday PM box office update. Disney's Tron Aries is looking at $15 million today, now set for a 3-day in the mid to high $30 million range at 4,000 theaters. It will take a very big Saturday and Sunday to put the Jared Leto movie back in the $40 million range. Well, word of mouth is going to be very important in that regard for Saturday and Sunday. And it's actually Saturday today at the time of making this video, but we'll know more on Monday, of course. So the film may not do great at the box office. I think we kind of expected that. It does have a $180 million budget to recoup, plus whatever the marketing costs were. But the thing is, if this film isn't financially successful during its theatrical run, Disney can probably still make up the film's financial shortcomings with on-demand purchases, streaming, DVD, Blu-ray sales, merchandising, of course, which could be significant. And it also has this Tron Disney World Tomorrowland theme park ride, which has been updated recently from a legacy theme to an Aries visual overlay. The ride is called the Tron Light Cycle Run. The film might recoup its costs over time, and maybe a sequel could be justified thereafter. I'd be more than happy to see Tron Aries make good money if it meant that we finally get the proper sequel to Legacy that some of us have wanted for so long. But let's be real here, this is Disney we're talking about. And I would fully expect to see a situation where they bring back Alan Bradley and Sam Flynn, but they give them the Luke Skywalker Han Solo treatment, you know? Returning as broken, jaded shadows of themselves, having lost everything. I think that would just be so typical of Disney today. It seems to be the only trope they know in so many of the franchises they have. I think that's my only fear, my only concern when it comes to potential future Tron films down the line. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think of Tron Aries? If you've seen the film, did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? I certainly seem to be in the minority at this stage, certainly given the Rotten Tomato scores. It does look like most people who've seen this film ranked it quite highly. So maybe you're among those people who thought this was a good film, or that it was at least entertaining enough. Maybe, as I say, the issues that I had with it, maybe those things didn't bother you. Do you think that a sequel is justified here? Do you think the film is going to perform well? Would you like to see another Tron film, either continuing this story or continuing the Tron Legacy story? Looking forward to your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Dave Cullen Show channel. Hit that notification bell to be notified of future updates. Share the video out there.
No!
Okay. Also, final reminder, please subscribe to my main channel, Computing Forever, as well. It is linked below in the description box for you to check out, and I hope to see you over there. Take care, guys. I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye.